Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will be talking about exercise number 3.2. 3.2 is related to elimination method, and as you know we are discussing system of linear equations. And system of linear equation is when we have more than one equation having two or more than two variables is called system of linear equations. And we have several methods to solve the system of linear equation. For example, we have four methods like graphical method, slope-intercept form, elimination method, and Gaussian elimination method. And in our last couple of classes we have explained graphical method, slope-intercept form, elimination method, as well as Gaussian method. System of linear equation is there are three possible solution sets. One is a unique solution, then we can have an infinite solution or no solution. So Gaussian elimination method we have explained in our last class, and we have made practice a few of questions, and rest of the questions were part of your assignment, and I hope you all have done with those questions. And today's lecture is also the practice of Gaussian elimination method. And in our last class we were having only 2 rows and 2 columns. The order was about 2 by 2, and today we will be having the order of system of linear equation. That might be 3 by 3, that might be 4 by 3, that can be 2 by 3, and whatever. So it depends, but it's overall the practice of Gaussian elimination method. Practice of Gaussian elimination method. Remember, there are three concepts to make a decision. Either we will be getting either will be getting a unique solution, or no solution, or infinite solution. So if number of columns are greater than number of rows, or we can say that number of rows are less than number of columns, we denote the rows with m and columns are denoted by n. If m is less than n, it means the number of rows are less than number of columns. It means number of rows are less than number of columns. So then we will be getting only 2 solution sets, and those can be infinite or no solution. That can be infinite or no solution. This property falls with if we have more columns and less rows. Number of rows are less than number of columns. M is less than n. M is less than n. Then the possible solution set can be no solution, and infinite solution. Next property is if m is equal to n, then we can have 3 possible solution set. It may be unique solution, it can be infinite solution, or no solution. So if number of rows are equal to number of columns, then we have the possibility of any of these solution set. We can get unique solution, or we can get no solution, or we can have an infinite solution. Any can be. So the third property is number of rows can be greater than number of number of columns. Again, we can have our answer can be, our solution set can be no solution, or infinite or unique solution. It can be unique solution, it can be no solution, or infinite solution. So in case of rows are less than columns, then we will never get a unique solution. Our answer can be either no solution or infinite solution. Got the point? Yeah. So today's exercise number 3.3 is related to these all concepts, and we will be following the Gaussian elimination approach. or Gaussian elimination method. So if we make a practice of few of the questions, then we'll be able to make a decision that either our solution set is unique, infinite, or no solutions. Look at question number 5. What is question number 5? x1
minus 3x2
minus 3x2
plus x3
plus x3 is equal to 2. Then 2x1
minus 4x2
minus 4x2
plus 3x3
plus 3x3
is equal to 7.
is equal to 7. And equation 3 is
Minus 3x1
minus 3x1
plus x2
plus x2
plus 2x3
2x3
is equal to 9.
is equal to 9. As you know, do we have more than one equation?
Yes, sir.
Is it system of linear equation?
Yes, sir.
And the system of linear equation can be solved by 4 methods like slope intercept form, graphical method, elimination, and Gaussian elimination method. And today we are following Gaussian elimination approach. And Gaussian elimination approach, while we will be going for Gaussian elimination approach, then we have to first convert the question into slope into given form. And the given form is, what is given form?
1.
Given form is, we simply convert the question into coefficient and constant form. So the coefficient of equation 1 is 1, then minus 3, then 1 is equal to 2. After that 2 minus 4, 3 is equal to 7. Then the coefficient of 9, 3 is minus 3, 1, and 2 is equal to 9. Is it row 1? It's row 2. It's row 3. It's row 3. Okay, students?
Yes.
And other one is required form. Other one is required form. Required form is 1, 0, 0. So the system is 3 by, the order of system is 3 by 3 is equal to K1. Next is 0, 1, 0. Here is K2, 0, 0, 1 is K3. Is it?
Yes.
Clear? We are required. It's the required form and it's the given form. It's the given form. So first of all, in step 1, we solve column 1. We solve column 1. What is column 1? Column 1 is 1, 0, 0. That is required form. But given is 1, 2, minus 3. And we have to convert column 1 into this form, which is required form. Look at column 1. What is required in row 1? Here, 1. And what is given? 1 is given. So we are not supposed to simplify this, that already the required form and given form are same. So we are not supposed to go for the operationalization of row 1. Row 1 is already resolved. So what's required here?
It's given 0.
Given is 2. But we are required 0. So for which row we are going to operate? For row 2. For row 2. As you know, for row 2 and row 2 will be, we are required 0 here. And what is given?
2.
It's 2. What is given? It's 2. While you are required 0, then we will be going for either we will add or subtract. If we are required 1, then we will be going to divide or multiply with the same number. And in this case, we are required 0. What is 0? That is elimination. That is elimination. When it's possible to eliminate, if the coefficients are same with opposite direction, then they can eliminate and we can get a 0. Okay? So we are required 0 here, but given is 2. Obviously we are going for operate for R2, and how we can operate as we have discussed in our previous class. For R2, and we will be going to add or subtract from that particular row, that is R2. Look, it's saying it's positive sign.
Yes, sir.
So sign here, sign will be negative. What is coefficient here? 2. So obviously R1 will be multiplied with 2. R1 will be multiplied with 2. If we multiply R1 by 2, 2 multiplied by 1, answer is 2. If we then stack to each other, then value will be 0 here. And what is required? 0. So remember, in step 1 we are talking about column 1. Step 1 we are talking about column 1. In column 1, always while you are going for eliminate, if we are required 0, 0 means we are going to eliminate, then we consider the second expression of this overall process. The second expression will be row 1. Second expression will be row 1, because we are talking about step 1, column 1.
Yes.
If we are going for column 2, means step 2, the second component will be row 2.
Yeah.
If we are going for step 3, that is column 3, the second component will be R3. Keep in mind this concept, then there will be least chances to least chances of wrong calculation. Okay? Clear, students? So this expression is clear.
Yes.
What is this expression? R2 is given.
Yes.
What are the values in R2? 2 plus 4, 2 minus 4, then plus 3 is equal to 7. So ignore the sign negative, then we'll, after putting the values, then we can change the sign. So what is R1? R1,
1.
2 multiplied by 1, answer is 2. Then minus 3 multiplied by 2, answer is minus 6. 1 multiplied by 2, answer is 2. 7 multiplied by 2, answer is
14.
I think we are getting wrong here, because we have to multiply R1 with 2. R1 with 2. 2 multiplied by 1, answer is 2. Then 3 multiplied by
1
minus 6. Then 2 multiplied by 1, answer is plus 2. Then 2 multiplied by 2, answer is 4. And we are going to subtract, sign will be changed. Sign will be changed. Minus plus minus minus. So it's cancelled.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
It's 0.
2.
Here is
2.
plus 2. Here is
Plus 1.
plus 1. And here is 3.
3.
For which row we have operated?
Forward.
For row 2. It's new R2. It's new
R2.
2. So row 1 we have operated for row 2. So row 1 and row 3 will remain same. What is row 1? 1 minus 3. 1 is equal to 2. Then what's new row 2? 0 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. It's R1, it's R2. Row 3 will also remain same. Row 3 will also remain same. What is row 3?
Minus 3.
Very good. 1 and 2, 9. It's row 3. Look at required form 1, 0 and 0. And given is 1, 2, and we have converted row 2 into 0 to solve our first step. Now we are required 0 here, and given is minus 3. In which row we are going to operate?
Row 3.
So we will be writing for row 3. Row 3. What is sign here?
Minus.
So it will be
Plus.
It will be plus row. Which expression will be here? We are talking about column 1. The second component will be row 1. Second component will be row 1. If we are suppose we are in column 2 or step 2, then the second expression will be row 2. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So what is R3? R3 is minus 3 plus 1
plus 2
plus 2 is equal to
Nine.
9. Is equal to
Nine.
9. And here we have to multiply row 1 by 3. 3 multiplied by 1?
3
3. And 3 multiplied by 3?
minus 9
Minus 9. And 3 multiplied by 1?
plus 3
Plus 3. 3 multiplied by 2 answer is?
6
Is it?
yes
And here we are going to add, the sign will remain
Same.
same. Sign will remain same. 3 and 3 are cancelled. 3 and 3 are cancelled. What's left here?
minus 8
Minus 8.
plus 5
Minus 8 plus
5
5. Minus 8 plus 5 is equal to 15. For which row we have operated, it's R3. It's new R3.
Yes.
So what will be the new system? R1 and R2 will remain same, but we will place the row 3 instead of this because we have simplified for row 3. So what is system? 1
minus 3
minus 3,
1
1
is equal to
is equal to
2
2. Then
R1
R2 is 0,
2
2
1
1
is equal to 3
is equal to 3. And for R3, 0 minus 8
plus 5
plus 5 is equal to
15.
15. It's R2, it's R3. So, what is the required form of column 1? 1, 0, 0. While you are talking about column 1 or step 1, just forget about rest of the columns. Column 2 or 3, whatever the system is, just you have to simplify your
Column
system according to your requirement form. And requirement form is 1, 0, 0. Now, first column is solved, then we go for step 2, that is column 2. Which is column 2. Step 2 deals with column 2. As we have discussed in our previous class and we have conceptualized while we are talking about column 1, we start our operationalization from row 1. If we talk about column 2, we start our operationalization row 2. Then we are in column 3 or step 3, we'll be starting our operationalization from row 3. In this case, we are very clear that we will be starting our operationalization from row 2. What is required in row 2? 1, and what is given? 2. So, for which row we are going to operate for row 2? It means that row 2 should be divided by 2. Row 2 should be divided by 2. Then we will be getting 1. That is required. So, R2 is divided by 2. Is it? R1 and R3 will remain same. So what is R1? 1 minus 3. Then 1 is equal to 2. And what is R2 is going to divide by 2. 0 divided by 2? 0. 2 divided by 2? 1. 1 divided by 2? 1 by 2. 3 divided by 2? 3 by 2. Clear?
Yes.
So R1, R2, R3 will remain
Same.
What is R3? 0
minus
8, 5 is
5
equal to 15. R3. And above of 1 we are required 0 and below of 1 we are required 0. Always we start from row 1. So here we are required
0.
As we have discussed that while we are talking about step 2 or column 2, we will be never think about column 1 and column 3. So in this case we are required here 0 and minus 3 and the given is minus 3. It falls in row 1. It falls in row 1. So we will be going to operate for row 1. So we will write for row 1. Row 1, what is sign here? Minus. It will be plus 3. And we are talking about column 2. The second component will be R2. 3 R2. What is R1? Plus 1 minus 3. Look at this expression. Plus 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 2. So R3 is going to multiply with R2 is going to multiply with 3, and we then will add to each other. 0 multiplied with 3 is 0. 1 multiplied with 3 is 3. Then 1 by 2 multiplied with 3 is 3 by 2. Is it?
Yes.
3 by 2. The here sum is plus 3 by 2. Then next is 3 into 3 by 2 is 9 by 2 is equal to 9 by 2. Is it?
Yes.
So we can simplify. 1 plus 0 is 1. 3 minus 3 plus 3 are cancelled. We are required 0 here.
Yes.
And 1 over 1, its denominator is 1.
Yes.
And what's this? Plus 3 by 2. 2 is LCM. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5 by 2. The sum of this is 5 by 2. We can also simplify it. 2 by 1 is equal to 9 by 2 is equal to 9 by plus 9 by 2. 2 is LCM. Here is 4 plus 9 is 13 by 2 is equal to 13 by 2. For which we have operated this. So we were solving for R1. So new R1 is 1, 0, 5 by 2 and
13 by 2.
so it's up to you. You can simplify. You can put the R1 into system, or after solving row 3, then you can simplify. You can generate your system. You can place the values in your values of rows in system. If I solve for row 3, then we can generate a system. Okay. Here we solve for row 3. We are required 0. What is given?
Minus 8.
Minus 8. So row 3, what is sign here?
Minus
So plus 8 into, we are calling in
R2.
R2. We are calling in column 2, so obviously it will be R2. What is R3? What is R3? 0
Minus 8.
minus 8
5.
plus 5 is equal to
15.
15 is equal to
15.
15. Then R2 is going to multiply with 8. 0 multiply by 8?
0.
0. 1 multiply by 8 plus 8. 1 by 2 multiply by 8. Multiply by 8. 4. Answer is 4 plus 4 is equal to 3 by 2 multiply by 8 is equal to 12 is equal to 12. So both are going to add, then sign will remain same. 0 plus 0 is 0. Minus 8 plus 8 is 0. 5 plus 4 is
9.
and 15 plus 12 is 27. So the new we have operated for.
R3.
So it is
R3.
R3. Then we can simplify the system. We can write in the system. What is R1? 1,
Plus
0,
0.
5 by 2 and 30 by 2. What is R2? That will remain same because we are going for to operate for R2. So 0,
1.
1,
1 by 2.
1 by 2 and
3 by 2.
3 by 2. After that, what is new R3?
0.
It's R1.
R2.
It's R2. 0, 0, 9, 27. It's R3.
3.
It's R3. Clear, students?
Yes.
Step 2 is we have obtained the required form.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
So now we'll be going for step
3.
3. Step 3. So our operationalization will be starting from
Column 3.
column 3. Step 3 is related to column 3. Our operationalization will start from
Row 3.
3. So step 3 deals with
Column
column
3.
column 3. So column 3 we start from
Row 3.
row 3, and what is required in row 3? It's 1.
0.
Okay, but what is given?
9.
9. So we will divide row 3 by 9. Then we can get 1 here. If there is, I suppose, if the value is 2 by 11, then we multiply R3 with 11 by 2, because we are required 1 here. If we are required 0, then we go for eliminate.
Elimination.
Okay, and how we can eliminate? By adding or subtracting. After putting there, after getting their coefficient same of two equations, then we can eliminate one of the component. But in this case, we are required 1 here, and given is 9. And given is 9. So we are going to operate for
R3.
So we will write for R3. For
R3.
R3. So R3 is going to divide. R3 is going to divide
9.
by
9.
9. So R1, R2 will remain same.
Yes.
What is R1?
1.
1. What is R1?
1.
1. Then 0.
5
5 by 2
is equal to
is equal to
13 by
13 by 2. What is R2?
0.
0. 1.
1 by
1
2
by 2.
is equal to 3
3
by
by 2. Then R3 is, what is R3? Which we have simplified, and we have to simplify R3. 0 divided by 9?
0.
0. 0 divided by 9?
0.
0. 9 divided by 9?
3.
9 divided by 9?
1.
1. 27 by 9 is 3.
Three.
So it's R3 and it's R2. So in first column 3, step 1, we have divided the row 3 by 9 to get the value 1.
Yes.
Then remember, first of all we solve for R1. What is given?
5 by
What is required? 0.
0.
0. So we are going to solve for R1.
R1.
For R1. For R1. What is sign here? Plus. It will be minus 5 by 2.
R3.
R3. Very good. Because we are talking about
Column
step 3 or column 3. What is R1? 1 plus 0 plus 5 by 2 is equal to 13 by 2. 13 by 2. So we are going to multiply 5 by 2 by R3. 0 multiplied by 3?
0.
0 multiplied by 3? 0. 1 multiplied by 5 by 1 multiplied by 5 by 2 is 5 by 2. Then 3 multiplied by 5 by 2 is equal to 15 by 2. 15 by 2. Both are going to subtract. Sign will be changed. Sign will be changed. 0, 0, 0, 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 0 minus 0 is 0. Plus 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2 is 0. Here we can take the LCM. 13 by 2 minus 15 by 2. Is it?
Yes.
So 2 is LCM.
Yes.
Here is 13. Here is 15 minus 2 by 2. What's sum? 1 is minus 1. We'll be getting the value is minus 1. So we operated for R1. It's new R1. And we have already solved for R3. What's that? R2. So for R2. What is sign here? Plus. So here will be minus 1 by 2 or 3. Why R3? We are talking about column 3. We are talking about column 3. What is R2? 0 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Is it?
Yes.
And R3 is going to multiply by 1 by 2. 0 multiplied by 1 by 2?
0.
0. 0 multiplied by 1 by 2?
0.
0. 1 multiplied by 1 by 2? 1 by 2. Then 3 multiplied by 1 by 2 is 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Both are going to subtract, sign will be changed. So minus, 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 minus. 0 minus 0?
0.
1 minus 0? 1
1.
minus 0? 1. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is
0.
0. Plus 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2. 0.
Yeah.
So we have operated for
R2.
R2. It's R2. 2. What is new system? New system can be, what is new system? Here we can write the new system. What is new system? Or we can solve here. So what is R1? We have simplified.
1.
1, 0,
0.
0 is equal to minus 1.
Yes.
What is R2?
0.
0,
Plus
1,
0.
0, 0. What is R3? Already we have done with it.
0.
0,
0.
0, 1 is
3.
3. So, what is required form? Look at the required form. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Have we attained that form?
Yes.
So, what is x1? The value of x1 is minus 1. The value of x2 is 0. And value of x3 is 3. Value of x3 is 3. Clear, students?
Yes.
And we can say that system has unique solution, but before going to make final decision, we have to verify either by putting the values of x1, x2, x3 are satisfying the all equations or not. And we have started our mathematics subject from exercise number 1.1, that is about how to solve this linear equation, and we are talking about linear equation, and after getting the value we can justify either values are satisfying or not.
No.
So for R1, for equation 1, here you can talk about equation 1, putting the values of x1, x2, x3 in equation 1. If both sides get equal to each other, then we can say system has unique solution or equation is satisfied. So what is equation 1? x1 minus 3x2 plus x3 is equal to 2. And do we have the value of x1? x2 and x3. We can put their values in equation 1. What is value of equation x1? 1 minus 3 into x2 is 0 plus x3 is
3.
is equal to 2. 1 minus 0 plus 3. Oh, the x1 is minus 1. x1 is minus 1. Here is equal to 2. So 2 is equal to 2. 2 is equal to 2. Then we can check the answer in for equation 2. For equation 2, what is equation 2?
2x1
2x1
minus 4x2
minus 4x2
plus 3x3
plus 3x3 is equal to 7. So 2 into what is value of x1?
Minus 1.
Minus 4 into 0 plus 3 into
3
is equal to 7. Minus 2 plus 9 is equal to 7. 7 is equal to 7. So equation 2 is also satisfied. Equation 1 is satisfied. Then we put the value in equation 3. For equation 3, for equation 3, we simply put the values of x1, x2 and x3. For equation 3, what is equation 3? Minus
3x1
3x1
plus x2
plus x2
plus 2x3
plus 2x3
is equal to 9.
is equal to 9. Minus 3 into minus 1 plus 0 plus 2 into 3 is equal to 9. Minus plus 3 plus 0 plus 6 is equal to 9.
Nine.
9 is equal to 9. Equation 3 is
Satisfied.
also satisfied. Here we have a decision. How we can make a decision, how we can write the statement. The values of x1, x2 and x3 are satisfying the system of linear equation. Then we can say or it's proved, or we can simply conclude that the system has unique solution. The system has
Unique
solution. Got the point, students?
Yes, sir.
So, in this case, we have simplified the question number, I think 5,
Yes.
which is having unique solution. As you know, there are 3 possible solution sets, and what are the 3 possible solution sets? We can have unique solution,
no
we can have
solution.
no solution, or we can have
Infinite solution.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any query?
No.
Very student. So, now we go for, if you look at your book, question number 15, question number 17, 19, here we have 3 columns and 2 rows. Look at your book, question number 15, 17, 19, and we have the mix of questions. Here some of the questions are having 2 rows, 3 columns,
Or 3
2 rows and 3 columns, and some of the questions are having 3 rows, 3 columns, 3 rows, 3 columns, and both are, and we have discussed that if rows are less than n is less than n, there might be
No
no solution or
Infinite.
infinite solution. If look at question number 17, what is question number 17? What is question number 17?
8x1.
Sorry?
8x1
8x1
minus 4x2
minus 4x2
plus 16x3.
plus 16x3 is equal to
50.
50.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
50, then
Minus 2x1
minus 2x1
plus x2
plus
x2
x2
minus 4x3
minus 4x
3.
3 is equal to
20.
20. So, as you know the approach of Gaussian method, first of all we will convert the question into given form,
Yes.
then we have required form. What is given form? Given form, we simply convert the question into
coefficient.
coefficient and constant form.
Constant.
What are the coefficient? 8 minus 4, 16 is equal to 50. It's row 1.
Yes.
Next is
Minus 2x
minus 2, then 1, minus 4, 20, it's R2. Is it?
Yes.
Any confusion?
No.
What is given form is, that is given form, and we are required form. We are required form. Required form is 1, 0, 0, 1 is K1
K2.
and K2. K1 and K2. In first step we solve column 1. Second step we solve column 2. Third step we solve column 3. Remember number of rows m is, here in this case m is less than n. The possible solution set can be,
Unique solution.
possible solution maybe
Unique.
infinite solution or no solution, infinite or no solution. So here we solve column 1. Step 1 deals with
Column 1.
column 1. Step 1 deals with column 1. What is column 1?
8.
8 and minus 2. What is required?
1 and 0.
1. In row 1 we are required 1. Given is
8.
8. We operate for
Row 1.
row 1. We operate for
Row 1.
row 1. So row 1 is divided by 8. So 8 divided by 8. Answer is 1.
8 divided
8 divided by
minus 4. Oh,
minus
yeah.
Look at question. What is question? I think we have wrong statement. 8x1 minus 4x2. Is it?
yes sir.
Minus 4x2. Anyways, minus 4 divided by 8, answer is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 is equal to, if we divide 16
2
plus 2 is equal to 50 is equal to 50. So it's R1. Then we have R2. What is R2?
minus 2
Minus 2.
1
1
Minus
minus 4 is equal to
20.
20 is equal to
20
20. Here we are required
0.
0. Here we are required
0
0. So we solve
Row 2.
for row 2 plus row 2 plus
plus
plus 2 or 1 plus 2 or 1. What is row 2? Minus 2 plus 1 minus 4 is equal to 20 is equal to
20.
20. So 2 or 1? Look, 2 multiplied 1?
2.
2 minus 1 by 2 into 2
Minus 1.
minus
1.
1, then 2 multiplied by 2
4
4.
plus 4 is equal to, here 50 multiplied by 2, 50 multiplied by 2, 100. So the row 2 and row 1 are going to add, the sign will remain same. Sign will remain
Same.
2 and 2 are cancelled.
Zero.
1 and 1 are
Zero.
cancelled. 4 and 4 are cancelled. Is equal to 120. Is it right statement? Correct statement. If variables are cancelled but constant we left with constant, so that is called
No solution.
That is called
No
no
solution.
solution. If all variables and constant are also cancelled, then we can say it has
Infinite.
infinite solution.
Solution.
Concept clear?
Yes.
All the questions are having same, and you are very clear. If we have system of 3 by 3, then there are chances we can get unique solution, infinite or
No solution.
If rows are less than columns, then our answer will be, solution set will be either no solution or
Infinite
solution. How will we be able to know that either it is having infinite solution or
No
no
solution.
solution? If variables are cancelled but not constant, as you know, that is called
No solution.
If variable plus
Constant.
constants are eliminated, then we are very sure that the
Infinite.
system is having infinite solution. Look at your book, question number 21. Here you have to read question number 21.
what solution set possibilities exist for a into 5
Okay. In this case, we have to simply identify what solution set can be there.
Okay.
Simply identify what solution set can be there, and you are very clear. There are 3 possible solution sets. There are 3 possible solution sets to solve the system of linear equation. It may be unique, it may be infinite, it may be no solution. Part A. What is part A? The order is 5 by
3
5 by 3. 5 by 3. M is 5. M are 5 means number of rows are 5 and columns are n is 3. M is greater than n.
Yes.
M is greater than n. So if m is greater than n, we can have either unique solution, infinite or no solution. Okay, part A, we can conclude here. The examiner or writer is going to check your concept that if rows are greater than columns, then there might be unique solution, there might be infinite solution, there might be no solution. What is part B?
4 into 8
4 by
8
8. M are, rows are 4, columns are 8. M is less than n. There might be
No
No
solution.
solution or
Finite solution.
infinite solution. No solution or
Infinite.
solution. Part C,
25 by 25.
25 by
25.
25. The order is 25 by 25.
M is equal to N.
M is, and here is N. M is equal to N. That is
unique solution.
unique. There might be unique solution, there might be
No solution.
no solution or
Finite solution.
infinite solution. Part D is
100 by 75.
100 by
75.
75. So M is greater,
Then N.
N is less, M is greater than N.
N.
So there might be unique solution, there might be no solution or
Infinite.
infinite solution. What is part D is also same. M is greater, M is 4000.
4 by 1000.
Rows are 4000 and columns are
1000.
1000. There is N, there is M. M is greater than N. There might be unique solution, no solution or
Infinite solution.
infinite solution. Simply question number 21 deals with the conceptualization,
Yeah.
and we have discussed before to start our question what are the conditions when we are having three types of solution and what is the condition when we are having two types of solutions, and we have explained in detail and we have verified here in this question number 17. Okay?
Yes.
Okay students, the rest of questions are part of your assignment, and we will be talking about exercise number 3.4 in our next class, and I wish you best of luck with
you,
your
sir.
assignment, and we will look forward in our next class. Okay, thank you.